Hello, Watam here, and welcome back to some more Higurashi When They Cry. Oh my.
美味しい匂いが漂ってくると思ったら、これはぜひご商売に預かりたいですね。
We heard the repulsive voice of a fat man. It was Oi's-san, trailed by a handful of police officers, who was acting energetically in a way unfitting given the situation.
大して残ってないですよ。それでもよければ勝手にどうぞ。
Mion didn't like Oi's-san very much. Her cold attitude, though, didn't seem to bother Oi's-san in the slightest. It's like splashing water in a frog's face.
ありゃりゃ。味噌汁のお残りってちょっと塩分高めなんですよね。参ったなあ。君たちはいただきます？
He recommended it to his subordinates, but everyone gave dry smiles and refused.
どうですか？警察の方では何か手がかりはつかめましたか？
Rena's smile was warm enough to replace the miso soup.
大丈夫ですよ、お嬢さん。ご安心、ご安心。ちゃんと探してるんですから。
He didn't say a word about having found any new clues. In other words, there had been no progress. That sure was an annoying way of beating around the bush.
それよりも、もう本当に遅い時間です。どうぞ若い皆さんはお帰りになってお休みになってください。体に触りますよ。
そうだよ。ケイちゃんもレナも今日はもう休みな。あとは税金で働いてるおっさんたちがやってくれるから。
私たちだって税金払ってるんですけどね。蕎麦屋さんが自分の作った蕎麦食ってるみたいな気分ですよ。な
I really wasn't in the mood for laughter. In fact, Oi-san was the only one laughing like an idiot.
じゃあ本当によろしくお願いしますね。帰ろう、ケイチ君。明日が辛くなるよ。
そうですそうです。なんならお二人をお送りしてもいいですよ。くまちゃん、車を回してあげてください。
あ、結構です。俺たち自転車で来てるんで。
ご安心を。私たちワゴン車で来てますから、自転車も積めますよ。
We may have gotten pretty sleepy, but we just need to ride home at this point. I don't want to bother the police like that. Didn't want, rather. I think they want to ask you questions, though. Rena, however, nodded.
せっかくだからお世話になろうよ。私たちだけで帰るよりきっと安全だよ。
When I thought about it carefully, I realized that Rena's idea was extremely irrational.
そうと決まれば行きましょう行きましょう。
じゃあね。おやすみ。レナもケイちゃんも。
うん。みーちゃんも早めに休んでね。おやすみ。
I waved my hand as well, saying goodbye. Rika-chan and Satoko still hadn't been found. My unease, however, was steadily being pushed away by sleepiness. Rena showed the police where our bicycles were so that Oi-san could haul them up into the truck. He prompted us to get into the back seat. I could hear the springs squeaking as I sat down onto a seat that would normally hurt my rear end, but at this point it was very soft and was more than comfortable enough for me to fall asleep on.
ではレディーファーストでお嬢さんの家から行きましょう。住所はどちらです？
ありがとうございます。私の家はですね、
So that he can ask him questions, maybe? Rena's voice slowly grew distant. I felt myself being sucked into the void of sleep.
もしもーし、前原さん、完全に眠っちゃってますか？
Hmm? When I came to, it was quiet. The car was parked. Oya-san was giving me light slaps to the cheek. It didn't feel good at all, so I woke up immediately.
すみません。すっかり寝込んじゃって。
Something was being held right under my nose. A clump of metal? It was a can of coffee.
ぬるいですがね。甘いカフェオレなら常温でも結構飲めますよ。
あ、どうも。
I mechanically took the can and opened the pull top. The feeling of warm, sweet liquor going down my throat awakened my sleepy mind. When my drowsiness receded, I started wanting to know why the car was stopped, and why I was offered coffee. Oi-san, who had been in the driver's seat, had at some point moved to the back. Suddenly I had a very bad feeling about this. It reminded me of the questioning yesterday at the library. It was already too late by the time I'd realised I'd made a mistake. Today of all days, it didn't look like I would be getting away. I had a feeling that until Oi-san heard what he wanted to, he wouldn't be letting me go.
そんなに構えられても困ります。別に取って食おうってわけじゃないんですから。前原さん。
Oi-san gulped down the last of his coffee, then stretched wide, showing me how relaxed he was. That, however, only served to heighten my nervousness.
俺にまた何の用ですか？
よう。いえいえ、別に別に。
You're going to evade the question at this point? What a deeply unreadable man.
私からは用はないんですが、前原さんから私に用があるんじゃないかと思いましてね。
別に用なんかないです。
ありゃあ、本当にあるんじゃないですか？
There was only one side door on the back seat of this truck. In other words, my only exit was blocked off by Oi-san. I couldn't get away. I could only limply hang my head and maintain my silence. Oi-san, despite my reticence, relaxed and began smoking a cigarette. The cries of the insects outside seemed to be growing longer and longer, to an amount of time that almost seemed infinite.
前原さんから相談したいことがきっとあったと思ってたんですけどね。
Oi-san exhaled a puff of smoke. The windows were open, but the tobacco smoke still accumulated inside of the vehicle. How much did Oi-san know? What did he know, and what did he want to hear from me? If finding out the truth made you disappear, then if I told him, would Oi-san disappear too? I had a feeling that I didn't need to worry about that in his case.
どうしてこんなことになっちゃったんでしょうね。
Oi-san addressed me in a low tone as if he was talking to himself. How all this ended up happening? How the hell should I know? That was what I wanted to know.
富武二郎さんと高野美代さん、ご存知お祭りの時、園崎紫音さんを含めて4人で一緒におられたのを私がこの目で拝見してますから。その富武さんと高野さん、今どうしておられるかご存知ですか？実はお亡くなりになってましてね。気の毒な死に方でした。
Oi-san probably played that card in order to surprise me. However, I already knew and didn't display the extreme reaction he expected.
おや、ひょっとしてご存知でした？
Unfortunately for this question in particular, remaining silent was equivalent to saying yes.
じゃあこっちもご存知かな。富武さんと高野さんがたたりに遭われた理由の方です。なんでもですね、入っちゃいけない禁断の建物に入ったからだって言われてるんですよ。
The storehouse for ritual implements. That forbidden shed, sealing away Hinamizawa's blood-stained past. Where the mistake that started it all happened.
村長さんや古出里香さんもそのせいでたたりに遭われたんだという噂はご存知で？
That would mean it was mine and Shion's fault. He was right. As soon as we revealed what we did,
西宮殿って言いましたっけ？あそこの鍵を簡易なものに付け替えたから賊に入られたんだっていうケチがついてるらしいんですよ。
what? This was news to me.
一昨年くらいまでは西宮殿にはでっかい缶抜きとでっかい錠前がいくつも付けられていたらしいんですよ。ところがほら、神主夫妻がお亡くなりになられて、今はフルでリカさんが切り盛りされてるでしょ。缶抜きが重くて大変だから、もっと軽い簡単な錠前に付け替えてほしいと村長さんに相談したらしいんですよ。
I didn't know anything about those big bars he was talking about, but the lock had certainly been a simpler one. It was a pretty cheap one too, and it didn't really fit my impression of what a lock for a place that stole something as important as ritual implements would look like.
リカさんはあの通り小柄な女の子ですからね。錆びついて重くなった缶抜きはしんどかったんでしょうな。で、村長さんが職人を手配して簡単な南京錠で鍵ができるように付け替えたんだそうです。
それがどうしてケチがつくことになるんですか？
つまりですね、前の厳重な錠前なら賊には忍び込まれなかった。村長さんとリカさんが勝手に安っぽい鍵に変えたから賊に破られたんだと、こういう話らしいんですよ。
そんな話。
そういう話がまかり通ってて、一部の村人たちが西宮殿に忍び込んだ賊と賊に破られるような鍵に変えた村長とリカさんを罰したんだなんて話があったりなかったりしてるんですよ。相原さん、どう思います？
どう思うって、その一部の村人ってのもよくわからないし。
御三家ってご存知ですかな？
I am, he isn't.
渡長市のお祭りの開会式典で各家の代表がそれぞれ挨拶をなさってるでしょ。見ていません？
祭りには途中から来たからよくは。
御三家ってのはひなみ沢の旧家の3つの家のことなんです。具体的に言うと君吉家、園崎家、古出家の3つのことです。本当に古い家筋らしくてね。
It's just information dump, kind of, it seems. A lot of this is going to be stuff which has already been covered before. Yeah.
大昔から村の決め事は御三家が合議して決めるんだと言われてます。
The Kimiyoshi family, the old man Kimiyoshi, meaning the mayor's family. The Sonozaki family was Mion's and Shion's. What about Shion, huh? So the Furude family was Rika-chan's family then.
園崎家が戦後に一気に勢力を拡大しましてね、例のダム闘争で反ダムの旗頭になってからは事実上でもですね、古いしきたりに従い今でも重要な村の方針は御三家で合議して決めているんだそうです。だから渡長市の開会挨拶も御三家の当主がそれぞれなさるんですよ。つまり村長と園崎家の現当主のおばあ様、そして古出家の最後の一人リカさんです。
園崎家が大した家柄だという話は聞かされてたけど、リカちゃんの家もそういう旧家だったのか。
まあご存知の通り親族は全くおられませんから。
Yeah, so does that mean that there's no longer the three families?
古出家は事実上全く勢力を持ちませんがね。ただリカさん個人には求心力があるようで、村のお年寄りには盲信する方が多いと聞いています。
It was certainly true that Rika-chan had an odd sort of charisma amongst the elderly.
で、その御三家ってのが何だって言うんですか？
Oyu-san paused for emphasis, lighting another cigarette.
ここまで説明してもまだ説明が足りませんかね。
わからないから聞いてるんです。
Oyu-san gave me a dry, meaningful grin and blew out another big puff of smoke.
御三家の人間が相次いで消されてるんです。
Including the Sonozakis? Or just the
どういうわけかね。ひなみ沢の内側の古い飲酒か何かに基づいているんじゃないかと読んでいるんですが。
そんなの俺にだってさっぱりです。
ですから君吉家古出家の当主が消えたんですから、次は園崎家の当主が消えるんじゃないかな。
I was thinking it was like caused by the Sonozaki family, but maybe not. Yeah, actually, with Mion's reaction, maybe not.
なんて思ったり思わなかったりしたりする今日この頃、いかがお過ごしでしょうか。なんちゃって。
I feel like we've got three directions going on all at once of who could be next.
園崎家の当主って誰だよ。
当主は園崎本家のおばあちゃんなんですが、実質上の当主権限はもう孫娘のミオンさんに移行していると見て間違いないでしょうね。
The visage of Mion giving prompts direction. Okay, the visage of Mion giving prompt directions to the adults while searching for Rika-chan sprung back to mind.
ミオンが消える。
I hadn't even thought of that possibility. All my hair stood on end. That's insane.
嫌でしょう。
Why? I would have thought that Oi-san would have been the, like, anti-Aeon and Sonozaki.
当たり前だ。そんなの許せるものか。
Clamp. Oi-san grabbed my shoulder with both his hands.
では協力を、前原さん。園崎ミオンさんについて最近気づいたことを何でもいいから話してください。
I was going along with him. By the time I realized it, it was too late. Oi-san brought his face in closer, almost close enough to ram into me, waiting for my next words. This pressure. I can't tear my eyes away from his. That moment, I heard a beeping sound. It was from the driver's seat. He ignored it at first, but then it started to bother him, so he finally let go of me and leaned into the driver's
もし
seat.
もし。はいはい、神戸良子。
I was saved. Of course, it's not like I could escape through this opening.
そうですね。はいはい。では戻りましょう。はいはい。はいはい。
Apparently, he was being recalled. Now that I knew I'd be freed, the tension in my body dissipated all at
そろ
once.
そろ戻らないといけないみたいです。これからがいいところだったんですが、残念ですね。
Oi's son flung open the door, exited, and walked around to the driver's seat. He left the door open. Did that mean I could leave?
前原さんは友達思いの今時関心な若者です。
Wasn't he supposed to drop him off at his house for safety reasons and all?
友人のことを警察に喋ると、なんだか裏切っているような気持ちになるのをよくわかっていますよ。前原さん、一晩差し上げますから、ゆっくりお休みになってよく考えてくださいね。前原さんのほんのちょっとの勇気が結局大勢の友人を救うことにつながるかもしれないのです。
Did you want to say that the sacrifices wouldn't stop with Rika-chan and Satoko?
分かってると思いますが、Watanagashi以降、毎晩何かが起こります。これまでは毎年1回だったたたりが、今年は連日。
What's so special about this year?
本当に景気のいい年です。
そんなの景気がいいなんて言いません。
おととい、昨日、そして今日。明日の晩も起こらないなんて保証。それを未然に防ぐのが私たちの仕事ですが、それには前原さんの協力が不可欠なんです。
I looked out the open door, to see none other than my own house right in front of me. It creeped me out that he knew my name and address, but I was too sleepy right now. I was too sleepy to care.
今日はもう眠いでしょう。もう3時になりますからね。どうぞごゆっくりお休みになってください。
はい。では、失礼します。
I was about to get out of the truck, as if to deliver a parting blow, Oisan said in a raised voice.
私、前原さんが話す気になってくれるまで 取り調べして自白を強要ってのもう時代じゃないと思いますんで。
I couldn't say anything in response, but me slamming the door shut probably served the same purpose. And your bike? After lightly beeping the horn, Oi-san's truck drove off. I went to the front door without waving goodbye. The door was locked, but the chain wasn't up. I unlocked the door and entered. Then walked over to the staircase. That was where I lost consciousness. So he didn't even make it up to his room. End of a chapter. Or end of a part. End of a chapter. Oof. Scrapbook 9. Oh. From the scrapbook 9. The Sonozaki family. For one to drastically expand its influence after the war was the Sonozaki family. The leader at the time was Oryo Sonozaki, who still has that seat today. Oryo Sonozaki has grown old, and today you can only catch a glimpse of who she was at the time. From what I've been told, however, she was a leader extolled as the best in history. Having become so old, aside from going out a few times a week for lessons, she spends her time at home in solitude, seems to leave most of the ceremonial affairs to her heir, Mion. There are different views on why the succession was not a daughter, but her granddaughter Mion, but it is rumoured it has to do with discernment of her daughter and son-in-law. That uninhibited granddaughter, Mion Sonozaki, still shows no signs of the dignity required of the next leader. However, she does have Sonozaki blood in her veins, and is permitted the name of Demon. She still doubtlessly requires caution, and is probably hiding her fangs and claws, as skillfully as the leaders of the past did. The elderly leader of the Sonozaki family.
はい、郵便局員も目撃してないそうです。園崎本家は郵便受けにハンコが吊るしてあるそうで、書き留めも宅配便も勝手にハンコをして投函していいことになってるんだそうっす。
そりゃ不用心ですね。ってことは最後の目撃はいつになるんです？
綿流しの開会式でした挨拶が最後です。その後すぐに帰宅したらしいっすから。
これですからね。話じゃ週に何回かお稽古事で外出してるそうじゃないですか。
That's literally what we just read, but okay.
そっちはどうです？
毎週月曜に集会所で大正事を習ってるんですが、今週は休んだそうです。
欠席の電話とかは？それを誰かが確認したとかは？
いえ、誰も。ただたまに休むことがあったらしいので、誰も不審には思わなかったようです。
明日さ、10時くらいになったら市役所のふりして電話してみましょうかね。在宅を確認してみてください。
10時ですね。了解っす。
Ever since it started to seem more and more like ancient Hinamizawa traditions had something to do with all this, he'd been keeping a careful eye on the three families. At this point, the leader of the Kimiyoshi family, the leader of the Furude family, had disappeared. There was only one leader yet left, Oryu Sonozaki, the leader of the Sonozaki family. She was apparently a pretty old woman. Her dignity hasn't waned, but she still only appeared before people rarely, so it was difficult to confirm where she was at any given time. She, the last leader, hadn't been seen since the day of Watanagashi. Was she still alive and well within the Sonozaki main house? Or had she...
園崎ミオンが言うには、体調を崩して寝込んでるんだそうです。
本当に寝込んでるのかな。顔と脈を見てみたいですね。
まったくっす。
The two of them breathed out a big puff of cigarette smoke.
おいさん、園崎本家と古出神社の捜査令状、 申請通ると思います？
Oisan didn't respond, exhaled another cloud of tobacco smoke, his surroundings now as foggy as his mind. From the scrapbook 10. The Hidden Demon. The inhabitants of Hinamizawa believe that the blood of demons flows in their blood. As such, the character of the demon is treated as very sacred. For example, usage of the character in names is apparently a right reserved only for the leaders of the Kamiyoshi and Sonozaki families. Case in point, we can see it in the current Sonozaki family leader's name. Oryu is written with the character. This, and only this, is proof that she is a legitimate leader of the Sonozaki family. In the same way, Mion Sonozaki, its successor, contains in her name, with Mi being written as. It also goes for Oryu's daughter and Mion's mother, Kane, who did not succeed her. It is known that before the disowning, Kane's name was actually written as something, but it was changed afterwards to still read as Akane. Incidentally, it's thought that the first character of the male Kichiro's name originally meant demon, which can also be read as Ki. It should also be said that names using the character aren't limited only to successors of the Sonozaki family. You can even find it in the last names of the three families. For example, the characters for Kimiyoshi are likely a split-up version of another one. If you write it in reverse and top to bottom as something else, it clearly resembles the character. Yeah. As for the Furude family, who have been in the Shinto priesthood for generations, the word for fortune teller can be written without interval characters as something else. I think that with the addition of the demon's horn, the tick on the top of the character, the becomes the that is used in their name now. The case of the Sonozaki family, where Sonozaki is written, I can't find any reference to the character, perhaps because it's already ingrained into their first names. They were the clan responsible for running the Watanagashi ceremony, so I think that instead they include the contents of that ceremony into their last name. The Zaki in Sonozaki is a combination of the word for slice and sono, written as that, probably contains the hidden meaning of human body, as it is a complicated mess, organs enclosed by four sides. Ah yeah, I remember that. I think, in other words, that Sonozaki comes from those who slice open the gut. And last but not least, request denied. Search warrants, I'm guessing.
あ、お疲れ様です。どうです？何か手がかりはありました？
The officers shook their head in disappointment. Exhaustion was plainly showing on everyone's faces. That was only natural. None of them had gotten a wink of sleep ever since the day of Watanagashi.
課長、若い子から交代で仮眠取らせてあげてください。ここからは長丁場になりますからね。無理せず、体を休めながらのんびり行きましょう。
みんなには交代で休めって言ってるんだけどね。みんな遠慮してなかなか休んでくれないんだよ。お医者さんからも言ってくれないか。
ありゃありゃ。みんな遠慮しないでいいんですよ。小宮山君、若い子から順に交代で休ませてあげてください。
小宮山さん、そうしてあげてください。
After the chief told him as well, Kamiyama-san left his seat.
で課長、例の請求なんですけど。
第一、村人の噂だけなんでしょ。もっと具体的な証拠がなければ難しいよ。
その証拠があの中に詰まってるかもしれないんですよ。
その証拠が中に詰まっているという証拠が必要なんだよ。課長、
なぞなぞやってるんじゃないんですよ。 死んだ2人を含む4人が綿流しの番に西宮殿と呼ばれる禁断の蔵に無断で入り込み、それを何者かが見ていた。ここまでは信頼できる情報なんです。
情報と言ったってあくまでも噂だよ。証拠があるわけじゃない。
そりゃまあ、4人が放火無理して忍び込む写真はありませんがね。とにかく4人は西宮殿の中で何かを見たんです。消されるくらいの何かを。
消されるくらいの何か？それは何だい？
That's why I'm asking for a warrant to go looking for it in the first place.
園崎家絡みの闇市場関係が有力候補ですな。拳銃とかご金製の品とか。
No, it's nothing like that.
園崎家の隠し資産ってのも捨てがたいあたりです。
大石さん、気持ちはわかるけど、あの西宮殿ってのは古出神社にある神聖な建物で、地元の人間への相当な配慮が必要な建物なんだよ。
I'd heard that there was an hour-long call made from Congressman Sonozaki to the big man. Chief, could he have nailed you back down?
とにかく相当の証拠がない限り西宮殿の捜査令状は取れないよ。園崎本家への令状も同じだ。特に園崎本家への捜査は四課と県警の傍体が絡んでる。入念な事前調整がいるんだ。
調整がいるってんなら、私直接乗り込んでつけてきてもいいですよ。傍体は三海さん。隣の雀荘で話した方が早そうなメンツですね。
課長にお客様です。
Pushing the employee who guided him right out of the way was an old man who looked like a Yakuza member, given his crested kimono and hakama. Oops, wrong one. Did he not get enough of this over the phone?
わしは議員の園崎じゃ。責任者を出さんか。はよせい。
どうも、私が課長の高杉でございます。
お前の名刺なぞいらんわ。お前なんぞいつだって官職に飛ばせるんじゃぞ。それにお前だけでは足らん。大石とかいう男も呼ばんか。神聖な古出神社に捜査令状なんぞを請求しよった罰当たり者じゃ。
申し訳ございません。大石はただいま捜査に出ておりまして、なかなか連絡がつきにくく、私が代わって受けたまわりますので、どうぞおかけください。
Chief sighs for telling me to get out of here. Perhaps I'll gratefully accept this favor. Maybe I'll go lay down in the nap room.
よいか。古手神社はそもそも公暦2600年に次ぐ2500年の歴史を有する神聖にして犯すべからずの聖地なのじゃ。八百万の神々とお社様と先祖の霊を祀り、日が昇りてから沈むまで、月が昇りてから沈むまで、それを土足で踏みにじろうというバカがいる。そもそも信仰の自由は憲法で定められた国民の最も尊い権利であろうが、こんなものは断じて許せんぞ。聞いておるのか、大田家が。わしを怒らせてただで済むと思わん方がいいぞ。
Well then. On that note, I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments, as always. And until next time, see you.